Okay, I just had some really, really choice swear words. Ooh, it felt so good. I am not yet in the habit of, I don't know why, I've been doing these for so long. Like, I think I'm going on my third year, and I still forget that when I'm writing the description for these live streams, I then need to turn. Oh, no, it's not been 3 years. It's just since I got this light stand, this phone stand. Janine's here. Since I've gotten this phone stand, I can only use the stand this direction because I can't rotate the phone once I start it. And then, so I get it all written in. And then I forget that I have to move it over. And I just said, oh, the most luscious MF word. It just felt so good. So welcome to Light Love Wednesday. Oh my God. Right? Hey, my sister. Woo! Yes. I have been at my kitchen sink since 6 a.m., 2 full hours, getting my healing broth, my healing broth finished for my client, which is just the most luscious thing I put in. It's this amazing recipe from Anthony William that I embellish now for my client who is, we are pulling her back from the edge, and I'm so excited and thankful. But I make this healing broth and I simmer it for about maybe 12 hours. And then I smash it with a potato masher, and then I sit it in the refrigerator overnight so it's steeping in its juice, and then I strain it out, I sieve it out, and then I take handfuls and I squeeze little handfuls to get every little last drop out of it. And the whole process takes about 3 hours, honestly. So, yeah, Vicky. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited right now that I couldn't even sleep last night. And you know what? I was like, oh, I wish I could go to sleep. But there was another part of me that was like, oh my God, I'm taking advantage of this while I have it. Because you know how when we have those days that are just like, oh yes, Holy Mother of God, thank you. So I didn't finally doze off until 1. And then I, woke up a couple times and I was still excited in my sleep. It was amazing, really. It was amazing. And I welcome it. Then my alarm goes off at 6 and I do my normal thing with my son and I doing the celery juice and the heavy metal detox smoothie. Here's my celery juice. And it just starts again. But my life is so rich and so full now. And, my son had a need yesterday. Oh, great. Yeah, it actually is. Vicky, I will put it in Messenger, private message you. If I don't get to it, will you remind me? And I will drop it in there for you because it is amazing. This is the only thing that she can drink sometimes, the only thing that she can take in, and it is healing her from the inside out. Hang on, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get this out of low battery mode so that the screen is brighter, okay? You're welcome, my darling. I know it will help you. Okay, I just fixed it. Whew, now it's brighter. Does it look brighter to you guys, or was it just my screen? So, I'm so excited. But remember how on Monday I was talking about do not delude yourself. Georgia and Australia, yay, darling, good morning. Do not delude yourself. When we do something for somebody, we're not doing it for them. We're doing it for us. Can we just be clean about this and drop all the bullshit around sacrificing and giving of ourselves and fuck. Stupid. It is not true. If you're doing that, you're in a big mistake zone and you are heading for big problems. now and down the road. And I was realizing this yesterday as my son needed help. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Want me to do this? Blah, 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 blah. And it felt so good. And I just was thinking, at times like this is when you know who your friends are. Not when everything's going well, but when you have a need, that's when you find out who your friends are. And as I was going out to pick up my grandkids from this water world that I'd never been to, Daphne, this water world that I'd never been to and had to use GPS. It was rush hour traffic. And I figured out a back way. And it was so pouring down rain that when my grandkids came to get in the car, they were up to their ankles in water. Because it takes a while. Karen, it takes a while we have, torrential downpours here. And then it takes a while for the water to seep into the earth and go into the drain systems. And so we have floods a lot here. And I was sitting there thinking, don't even kid yourself that you're doing this for him. You're not. You're doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. I'm helping him out for me. I'm helping him out for me. Here's what it is. Because this is how I want to be. I'm doing it because it's the way I want to show up. It's the way I can live with myself. And I learned this when I was taking care of my mom for 9 months from diagnosis to death with pancreatic cancer. This is how I can live with myself. I was fortunate enough that my son could be in good care with my ex-husband. And I just flew out the next day as soon as I heard. And I was there constantly. And then after a while, my brother spelled me so I could come. So I would fly home every weekend, be with my kid, and then fly back on Monday. And I did it because it was the only way I could live with myself. And I wanted to do it. You know how that thing when, I know all of you know this, that thing when you're just like, there's no question. There's no question. You're doing this thing. It's not even like, well, should I, shouldn't I? It's like, no, you're there. It's like the thing, you're stepping up. You know this thing. And, but yet I did really important things for myself when I was there around the clock, taking her to doctors, negotiating and navigating doctors, making sure all of her records got sent. This was back in 1995 before anything was digital, making sure that this doctor got these x-rays and we had to get it over here and make sure everyone was communicating to each other and, getting her on healing regimens. And it was a dynamic time of my life. And yet there were things I was like every single day, I would go for a walk around her neighborhood, which is up and down hills, with one of those big bottles of water, the big, at one point, whatever, it's probably more than a quart, but I would use it as I would lift it while I was walking. And then the second half, I would drink the water all the way. And then I would stretch. And then I realized that I wanted to, yes. That's it. It comes down to the Constitution, our personal Constitution. Who are we? Who are we? And how do we want to live our life? It's not necessarily how do we want to be known, although I've heard it say that, it's not how much you love, but how much others love you at the end of the day. I think that's from The Wizard of Oz, the great and powerful Oz. I'm just so grateful that I was able to be there 1 week a month. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was amazing. So the other thing I did while I was there was I'm going crazy. I need to finish my bachelor's program. So I talked to University of San Francisco, told them the situation, and they said, there was only a community college here. And I said, could you audit these courses and keep going with my bachelor's degree? And they said yes, and they worked on it. And so because I asked, and because it's like, I've got to go forward with my life. This was just really coming to me. And then so I got to get back on track with my bachelor's program. And then when I got back and this is how everything unfolds when you're doing the right thing, is then the next thing came, which was I finished my bachelor's, then my mom passed, Janine's and my mom passed. And then the next thing showed up. I found a counselor. I got into the educational therapy program, became an educational therapist. And then my counselor at the time told me about a master's program in counseling. And that's just how everything unfolds when you're taking the next aligned action. You don't know how it's going to add up. You can't see the whole path. We talked about this a lot on Monday. Hold on a second. You just take the next feel good, the next feel good, the next feel good, the next feel good, the next feel good. And don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about the how. And that's a big, tall order, I understand. But let's see, I don't even think that's what I was going to talk about today. But that just came out. So let's take some deep breaths. This is Light and Love Wednesday. This is when we align our energy and then we send it out to the whole entire planet. We douse the planet with light and love. This is when we take time from our busy lives and we give back to the planet. Because, why? Not because we're angelic, not because we're superhumans, not because we're so cool, not because we're a higher order of beings, not because we're, upper echelon, not because we're better than anybody else. Do you know why? Because it feels good to us. We're doing it for us. We're doing it for us. It's kind of like guilt insurance. Because it's the way we are. It's our nature as the Earth Angel Nation. And it just isn't, it's in alignment. It's in alignment. So how are you doing with your intention that you set Monday? Mine was to get closer to the divine. I clearly can say that has been going on. What was your intention that you set Monday for the week? And how are you coming with it? Go ahead and drop it in the comments while I turn on this light in the background. And I will be right back. Is this resonating with you guys? This whole thing about don't even delude yourself you're doing something for somebody. You might as well just get that out of your vocabulary. Just say, I'm doing it for myself. I'm actually doing this because I want to, and it's going to satisfy me for doing it. Let's see, Vicky. Peace, love, and prayers to the universe and hugs to each and every soul on the planet. Yes, Vicky. Okay. So deep breath. We're going to ground to Mother Earth. Anything we do, we're doing because we can live with ourselves. And if you're bending over backwards and you're doing more than is your due and your share, first of all, how are you doing with your intention? I asked you guys a question. How are you doing with your intention for the week? I want you guys to respond. This is not a lurk zone. This is a participation zone. You don't just come here and lurk, okay? I want you guys to answer when I ask you questions. I'm pulling out my hair. So how are you doing with your intentions? I'm feeling very much like I am having a deeper connection with the divine every day. It's happening. So I'm waiting for your comments back. How are you doing with your intention for the week? I want to hear, I want to know, I want to remind you, I want you to remind yourself of the intention that you set on Monday for the week. And if you didn't set an intention on Monday, set it now. So go ahead and write in the comments what your intention is for the week. And if you did set an intention, how that is going for you. Wow, we are breathing and grounding to Mother Earth. Breathing and grounding to Mother Earth. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. It's our energy together that makes this space. I'm not going to hold up the energy for here. It's all of us together. Georgia, intention, get back into my power. Very good. Thank you, Georgia, for kicking this off. Juniper, I'm lifting myself up intentionally, grateful, healing my heart. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Georgia and Juniper, for weighing in. What is everybody else's intention for the week? I want you to remind yourself what the intention was that you set Monday. If you didn't set an intention on Monday, set it now. You've still got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for this intention. So go ahead and set it now. How are you doing with your intention this week? I'm going to bring you back to your intention. What is your intention? I'm waiting for you to drop it in the comments. This is not a lurk zone. This is a participation zone, because I don't want to feel like I'm carrying the weight here. This isn't for entertainment, although I can be entertaining. I know that, but this is our energy together here. This is what we are generating. We are creating the phenomenon of that thing that happens when groups of people get together. And welcome, by the way, Juniper. When you guys jump on, would you please say hi in the comments? Because I had no idea Juniper was here. Like, there are 11 people here right now. And I just see Daphne and Georgia and Janine and Vicky and now Juniper, because she commented. So tell me you're here, please. Facebook doesn't always tell me that you're here. And then I feel ripped off because I want to know you're here. It makes my day that you're here. Sorry for that outward belch. Oh, here we go. Daphne, to selfishly take this week to just do me. Yes, resting. I feel so close to God. I feel so connected. A one-on-one week with the divine. This is my retreat week. Oh man, that's like your reward for your speech going so well last week. Janine, to shine my life and light and to love all the people I come into contact with. And oh yes, it's been an amazing week. Just beautiful, Janine. Juniper, I did say good morning. Did I miss it? Juniper. Yeah, it isn't showing up. It didn't say it. All right. Karen, what was your intention? How are you doing with your week? Georgia, hi. I am great, Georgia. Hey, for all of you in the Women's Self-Love Journey, tomorrow is our video call, our Zoom call. We're going to be talking about Module 2, Step Into Your Greatness. It's going to be amazing. I've already started listening to the module. Kathy, good morning. No intentions here. I'm on the river now, so peaceful here. Maybe your intention is to be peaceful. Vicky, intention, healing my body with positivity. Had a Zoom appointment with the lung doctor yesterday for PET scan results. Not sure what is going on. So another CT in 2 or 3 months. Again, love myself. Okay. This healing broth will be good. Also, I hate to say it, but cutting out coffee, because the coffee makes you run on adrenaline and actually good. Anybody else want? Karen, what was your intention for the week? And who else is here? It says 11 people are on. Who else is here? Weigh in. Yeah, because Juniper, your good morning did not show up. Sorry, Facebook sometimes doesn't tell me. So breathe in through our heart, exhale. So join us, Women's Self-Love Journey. It's at 8 a.m. Eastern at the Zoom link in the private Facebook group or in your inbox. And those Zoom calls are really, really great. Love them. Love them. We just have open discussion on the topic of the module or pretty much anything you want. There's open coaching that goes on, and I coach, and then also the other ladies share their wisdom, and that's what's so incredible. Juniper, I noticed that when I intentionally move my body, say my affirmations, I feel so much better because it is physiology. Tony Robbins says it's physiology first. So let's stand up on that, and let's just move our hips. If you're sitting in your car driving, move your hips while you're driving. If you're sitting in your cubicle at work, do it in your seat. If you can stand up, stand up. We're going to move, 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 move. The body wants to move. The body wants to move. The body wants to move. It's really related, Juniper. You're right. It's really related. Okay, so in and out of our heart. And let's send a grounding cord down to the middle of Mother Earth. Down, 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 down. Juniper, you might have said good morning when I jumped off for a second to get out of low power mode. That could have been when you said it, and maybe because I was off then, Facebook didn't record it. I don't know. So thank you for saying good morning. It makes my day that you guys come here and play with me. It makes my day. It makes my day. It just shows me that all this that I'm doing, it's the fulfillment of my vision, that it's all coming through. It's all coming through. Yeah. So inhale longer than exhale. See a root coming off your feet, off your tailbone, off your pelvic floor, all the way down into Mother Earth. And let's get her message for us today. What is Mother Earth's message to us? See your heartbeat resonating with the Schumann waves, which is the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Holding my beautiful crystal. Love this thing. I love how you pump us up with your enthusiasm. Awesome. It just comes out. I'm not trying to do that. It just comes out. I get excited when I'm here with you guys because this space is really important to me. You guys are really important to me. I'm living my purpose. I love watching you guys grow. That's what I get to see here. I get to see you guys grow. Anyone who's interested in joining us for the Women's Self-Love Journey program, go to womensselflovejourney.com, www.womensselflovejourney.com. You get all the details there. It's a lifetime membership for the lifetime of the program. I'm pretty sure it's going to go on for a long time. And amazing. 13 modules, twice a month video calls where I get to see you, I get to hear you. Not like this where I'm reading your words and I'm the talking head. It's amazing. Kathy, I might get bumped off here. Service comes and goes. Won't be on tomorrow. We'll be driving to Memphis for a week. I wrote some blues songs connecting with a dear friend. I just love hearing your story, Kathy. You're an inspiration. Okay, so what is Mother Earth's message? Hope, hey, I'm so glad you're here. Intention, being a good example and contributing to healthy environments for work and family. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Healthy environments for work and family. Beautiful. Leadership, wow, big. Leadership is intense. Leadership is intense. Taking on that role is intense. So, what is Mother Earth's message to you today? What is Mother Earth's message to you today? Oh, Juniper. I want you, Mother Earth's telling Georgia to be strong. Stepping into my power, Juniper says. Yes. The song by Donovan keeps coming through my mind. Donovan was a singer back in the 60s, early 70s. And it's a song called Juniper. And it just keeps running through my mind. YouTube it, okay? So you can hear it. It's such a delightful song. It's very sweet. Kathy, Mother Earth, connect with nature and stay grounded. You know what? Staying grounded is ultra important, you guys. Mother Earth, say yes to you. Because it is me. That is amazing. Say yes to you because you're saying yes to me. You met him? Juniper, are you as old as me? Seriously, the Brit Donovan, you met him? When, how? I want to hear. So you must know the song that's going through my mind these days since I met you. Hope, intention, saying yes to me. Yes, 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 yes. The more we do this, the more we come into a healthy balance, a healthy love and alignment with ourselves. So once you get your message with Mother Earth, still see your heart resonating with the Schumann waves, the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Let it come up. I lived in LA. How long ago was this that you met him? Is he even still alive? And how long ago was this, Juniper? I always thought he was so cute. All the way up, back to your feet. We're going to do a quick counterclockwise spin, and we're going to bring this energy up through our body while we stay connected to Mother Earth. Still alive 30 years ago. Wow. I really liked his music. I like his music. We had the best bands in the 60s and 70s, early 70s. Well, all the bands are great. Okay, so coming up to the bottoms of our feet. Counterclockwise spin, white, gold, and pink light, or whatever color you're resonating with, all the way up, 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 all the way up. I see every one of your cells as a smiley emoji. Darcy, I see Darcy's here. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. If there's anything that is not in alignment, the centrifugal force of this counterclockwise spin is going to spit it out. Janine, the 70s were the best. How old were you in the 70s, Janine? Let's see. I guess that was pretty much when you were coming into junior high. Like you're late, like 12 or so, right? But the 60s, oh my God, the 60s music was, I think, the best. It was pure. It was loving. It was light. It was happy. It was happy. You were 9. Okay, all the way up to our body. Check in. Is there anything that needs alignment in your body? And let's just practice and focus on bliss right now. Bliss, 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 bliss. We can just change it like that. Whatever state we're in, just change it like that. And if you're being asked to do something, or you think you have to do something out of guilt and obligation, I really invite you to stop and question that and not go into it until you reckon that with yourself. Until you can get to the place where you're going to do this thing out of pure, I want to do this for me. That was the whole point of that discussion. Hi, good Wednesday morning, Lorraine. Hi, Darcy. So glad you're here. That's the whole reason. I mean, don't do anything for any other reason than that it makes you feel good and that you want to do it. And sometimes you go through the motions when you're in an employed situation, but you know what? Find the reasons why you want to do it. And then as you step into that energy, then the reasons will come. Does that make sense? Yeah, Joni Mitchell, her voice. There is no voice like her voice. I used to love the Kinks. Oh, do you remember the Dave Clark 5? Herman's Hermits. Who else? Badfinger was more like 70s, but I loved their songs. I loved their music. I loved 80s music. I think 80s was when I was modeling and going to the clubs like Studio 51 in New York and the DV8 in San Francisco. That was an incredible club. But who are the 60s bands? Dave Clark 5, Herman's Hermits, Kinks, loved the Kinks. Of course, the Beatles. Love and Spoonful. Oh, Rolling Stones. Oh, Crosby, Stills and Nash. Yes, Janine's a big Neil Young fan. Neil Young used to live like right in my not in my neighborhood really, but like a couple towns over from me when I lived in the Bay Area. Birds! Oh, the birds! Oh my God! The birds! I used to love 8 Miles High. Vicky, are your ears ringing? Those of you who have not been exposed to the 60s music, you have to go back and YouTube it. Just the best music. And I will tell you guys, every one of these bands that we loved, every famous person that we love now, let me tell you why we love them. You ready? Listen up. Because they put it all on the line. Every actor puts it all on the line if we love their performance, if we love, like I'm really into Bradley Cooper now, just watching his performances because he's all in. Neil Young lived in Stinson Beach. Maybe he lived in Portola Valley, which was right behind Palo Alto where I lived. If you go to YouTube and look up Harvest Moon, there's a video of him and his wife, and they're showing up at this little cafe, and it's right on the way out of Portola Valley, going out to Half Moon Bay that way. You could still go there. Wow. Anyway, I think, he actually lived in Portola Valley, and I knew that because there was a lot of local lore, but I mean, maybe he spent a lot of time in Stinson Beach. Van Morrison. Oh, I remember seeing Van Morrison in San Rafael when I moved there when I was 19 to live with my dad, and in a venue called Lion's Share in Fairfax, and it was right at the base of Mount Tamalpais, and it was just like a regular nightclub hangout. Like it was not crowded. And then I saw him and Jackie DeShannon at the Marin County Civic Center. And I think there were like maybe 20 of us in this whole auditorium. Van Morrison. I mean, we were at the time before things got really crazy and popular, right? With a lot of these, like my brother saw, who's that black chick? Not gonna think of it right now. In a little tiny venue. Anyway, great times, great music. But we love these people because they took the risks. Like Janine pulled up the definition on Monday of boldness means to take risks. They take risks. Do you know why? Because it's their soul calling. And that's what I'm calling all of us into. To live our soul calling so much that we have it all on the line. And so that when people see us, we magnify like the stars and like the music and like the bands. Kelly, I know you're going to be watching this replay. I know you're going to have some great bands to drop in here. So that's why and I remember once I was giving a talk in Mount Pleasant here, and I talked about how actors are just so authentic, and this person went, what? And they could say, well, they're not because maybe they're phony and stuff like that. No, I beg to differ. I think anybody who puts themselves out in a public way is always putting it on the line and in the biggest risk-taking category. Janine, the Day on the Green, those were the best concerts. Where was the Day on the Green? Oh, Into the Mystic, yes. I saw Van Morrison later when he was fat and bald in San Francisco at some club. It was maybe it held like 300 people in San Francisco. I think it was called Great American Music Hall in San Francisco. Okay, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. So be full of you. Show the world who you are by taking a risk. Look, to take a risk, you have to take the calculated risk, which means you're going to get ridiculed maybe. You're going to be rejected maybe. You're going to be made fun of really maybe. And look, we've dealt with that our whole life. Our family's done that to us. Our peers have done that to us. Our siblings have done that to us. Our schoolmates have done that to us. It's part of the territory, but it's not enough to, oh yeah. Darcy's just dropped a whole bunch on here. Bread, America, Carly Simon, Carole King, James Taylor. Yes. Oh yeah. Such beautiful, defining music. Let's pretend we're the people that we look up to. Let's just embody that. Let's just be that. Let's let the world see who we are. Let's let the world see who we are. Let's take risks to put it all on the line. We're not protecting anything. We're not defensive. We're not defended. We're just, here it is. You know, and all of that fear is just our small self trying to keep us small and safe. So what we're doing right now, every time we get together on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern, please put this in your calendar as a recurring event. You will only benefit from it because your energy will get higher and higher and higher. You will remember who you are. So what we do here is we remember who we are as the Earth Angel Nation, as you, as a person of light, as a being of light. Juniper, Jackson Brown, Cat Stevens. Oh my God, Cat Stevens. Eagles. Yeah, these people are brilliant, just brilliant. And what did they have to do to put themselves out there over and over and over again, promote themselves and get themselves known and get themselves famous? What did they have to do to get themselves out there? Huge, huge. So who is it that you look up to? Everybody that we look up to have put themselves on the line. You can't hang out. You can't hang back and be seen. Doesn't mean we don't retreat sometimes and kind of like get ourselves integrated and then go back out. Janine, they had to be bigger than themselves. That's a very incredible, yeah, Juniper, the lyrics, absolutely. Incredible observation. They had to be bigger than themselves. They had a desire that was bigger than them. Because ultimately it wasn't like them. It wasn't about them, I mean. Ultimately it wasn't about them. It was about a message that had to get through so much. Michael Jackson, it was about a message that had to come through them so much that they just had to surrender to the power of it. That's the way my life is getting. You guys, it's getting bigger than me. It's getting bigger than me. Daphne, I love Diana Ross. Yes. Last night I got a text from a colleague who took a screenshot of my ad on Facebook now, where we're promoting the funnel that I'm doing right now. And it's the first time I've seen it in a secondhand way like that. And I just said, how did you see this? And she goes, it was on my feed. And I'm thinking, God, because I've got this team now that's getting my stuff out there, because I just reached this point where I'm like, this stuff, I need to get it out there in a big way. I need to let this inspiration inspire millions. Now, do you think that was easy for me? Do you think that was easy for me? Do you think it was easy to come against all this stuff? Well, see, you're conceited. See, you just want people to know you. Well, whatever. Juniper, messengers. Yeah, messengers. It's like you have a message. You have a message. Vicky, Janine, Daphne, Hope, Darcy, Kathy, Georgia. I know I missed somebody. Did I say Darcy? We all have messages that are wanting to come through us. Can we let that, because that is your soul speaking to you. That is your soul resonating. That is your soul scratching and clawing to get out. And the only way it won't get out is if you say no to you. So let's just take quick inventory. Where are we saying no to ourselves? I know I'm saying no to myself in areas. Sometimes it's like, paying the team to get my message out in a bigger way. But I have to trust that if God has put this desire in me, that the money is going to come. I don't have to worry about it. The money, the opportunities are going to come. And I get paid almost daily now. And it's like the most incredible feeling to look at my inbox and there's like, this much. I'm like, oh my God, this is a dream come true. But I had to put myself out there for so long, you guys, until I was finally like, the light bulb went off. Okay, this is the way you're going to do it. And I had always hired teams, but it had always been like piecemeal. And I was always the one holding myself back because I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready. I'm ready to launch. Lorraine, you are leveling up. I sure as fuck am. It's time to say yes to the dress. Yes. That means dress the way you want every day. Act the way you want every day. Be a shining light. Clean all that crap off your windshield so that clean off, polish your headlights on your car. The lens gets foggy and cloudy from oxidation and bugs. And if you want your headlights to shine brighter, truly, all you have to do is go out there and take some polish, take some baking soda and, wash it off. And then there's nothing blocking. That is the corollary of our life. Let's clean off, let's polish off all the, I can't, I'm not good enough. Who's going to say yes? Who's going to say no? I'll be rejected. I'll have to divorce my husband. My children won't love me. I went through all that last year. I did lose my family. And it wasn't that bad. I lived. And now they're all coming back. yesterday to hear my granddaughter in the car. It was great, back online. But I had to die to the whole thing. I'm not saying you will have to. I'm not saying that at all, so don't get afraid. But where are you still hanging back? Where are you still hiding in the corner? Just a question. Doesn't mean you have to go blah and jump out. Just notice. And then maybe surrender it to the angels, surrender it to God. And just, okay, now what? 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 What next? And here's the coolest thing in the world, you guys. It's always just what feels good. What would feel good? When I told my mom I'll be there tomorrow, it felt good. That's all. What feels good? Don't get into your head on it. Just do what feels good. The next thing that feels good. That's the breadcrumbs. Just what feels good next? What feels good next? So maybe ask yourself, because there's always something else, what would feel good? What is the next big thing that would feel really good? Now we're getting into your dreams again. Fairy Godmother Monday. Now we're getting into your dreams. What would feel good as the next big step for you? What would feel good for the next big step for you? And mine is stepping out in faith more, that more and more and more and more and more money is going to come in, so I can put more and more and more and more money into my business, into my Facebook ads, to bring more and more and more and more and more people into my realm as the queen of the Earth Angel Nation, as the queen of the ultra sensitives, to guide more people who hear my voice. And stepping out in faith with that, and trusting that if I have the desire, that means God is going to meet me. Same for you. What is your desire? What is your dream? Juniper, I ruminate sometimes on why things happened. Yeah, it's easy to think it, I know. Honesty's in the house. She's saying more money. You guys, I am in the practice of being a portal for massive money to come through to me. And, money is the ultimate growth machine. Money is the ultimate conversation, actually. We used to think it was sex, or for me, maybe swearing. Money is the ultimate conversation. And I'm up for it. Daphne, I want to be a part of the women's conference in Dallas, Texas in November. Love it. Honesty, good morning. Okay. Daphne, it felt good to be there for my daughter Destiny's graduation ceremony. Absolutely. Just whatever feels good. If you have the desire, if it pops into your head, it's like when it fills your chest, you start to feel really excited and turned on. That's your next aligned action. It's like, what could be more fun? What could be more fun? Nothing. I love that. I love that, Daphne. I'm seeing you there. So put your hand on your heart. What is your heart's desire? Put your hand on your throat. What is your throat telling you to say? What is your throat telling you? Your throat chakra. My throat is telling me to be abandoned. If you want to write what your chakras are saying, be abandoned. You know what abandon means? If I'm just going to go ahead and say it, abandon means you're throwing yourself in. You're just jumping off the cliff. You're just being really bold. You're just give a fuck. This thing is so important that I just give a fuck. I just give a fuck. Nothing is more important. Just like not even thinking twice, like jumping out of an airplane, no turning back. which I did 5 times. I'm already where I want to be. Money is the goal for me now. Yes, 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 yes. And as we don't wait for the money and then step out. Kathy, I'm sure you can verify this. We don't wait for the money to show up and then we step out. Oh, no, 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 no. Because man has to step up first and then God shows up. It's always the way. We walk by faith and not by sight. Do I have it in my hands and I can do it? No. Or by feelings. Man must step out first. And then the money shows up. I want to do the damn thing. Yes, Joey! I've been feeling your energy for about 15 minutes. Was I calling you in? Juniper! I want to be a channel for visionary creations. Sing my heart song. Be likable, lovable, healthy, abundant. Yes, 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 yes. I see that for you. Kathy, yes, yes, yes. Honesty, it's fully possible. Honesty is absolutely growing and thriving. I love it when people who've been with me for a while, we've worked together, start shining and living their gift. You know, Dee now being a music producer. You know, you guys, it's just like the greatest feeling of all, the best blessing of all. Can we let... Money is nothing, you guys. Money is nothing. And I don't mean that to say it, putting it down. It's like, it just flows when we are in our groove. It just flows. It just flows. And when we're in the feel good, that's when it flows. Not when we're hunkered down and in the grasping energy. Oh no. It's just the trust, 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 trust. I'm going to step out. Like I keep going back to that scene in Indiana Jones where his dad's going to die if he doesn't get to the chalice on the other side of the gorge, but there's no bridge. So he grabs a handful of dirt and goes, pfft. No, wait. No, he steps out first and finds out that in thin air, he's on something. And then he grabs a handful of dirt and throws it and sees the whole bridge all the way across. And then he has to, in faith, choose which chalice it was. So profound, you guys. So profound. It is the metaphor of our life. Don't be caught sleeping. I'm about to do a video that's going to be an evergreen video. If you guys know what that means, it just means it's going to be, we're going to be advertising it and people are going to sign up for the video. I have the most incredible team, you guys, in Australia and Scotland. And they wrote this whole thing for me, and I'm going to be editing it a bit so it's like more of mine. And then it's going to be this evergreen webinar, and it's going to be on don't fuck up. I won't say that, but don't fuck up. Because here are the 5 deathbed regrets. I know these 5 deathbed regrets, and the biggest one is, why the fuck didn't I show up for myself? I threw it away to make people like me and make sure that I was accepted. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. You will never shine from that space. You will be passed over. You will be overlooked. You will be taken for granted. You will be used. You will be setting yourself up for abuse. There is no glory in that. Those are the people who get cancer and heart disease. Hi, Joey. Okay, now this incredible, powerful energy, we are going to send this, we're going to douse the planet with this excitement. Okay, it's Fritz Perls was the person I was trying to remember the name of on Monday who said, fear is excitement without the breath. Fear is excitement without the breath. Fear is excitement without the breath. That thing that you're afraid to step into, but you know it's part of your vision, that thing, take a deep breath around it. Take a deep breath around it and step in. Step out off that cliff. Step out. Step out. Trust that your maker is not going to let you fall. Trust that the angels are going to catch you as you feel into it and you know it is the next aligned action, even if it scares the living bejesus out of you. That's pretty much how you know you're up leveling. This is not for the faint of heart. The things I talk about on here are not for the faint of heart. Love you too, my sister. I know it's going to be an incredible day for you. That next big thing. Sorry, let's take that excitement and breathe this out to the entire planet. Dousing the planet, just like Glenda the Good Witch did with her crystal, with her wand. Just see it sprinkling all over the planet. All over the planet. All over the planet. All over the planet. Yes, 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 yes. Dousing every water molecule. Dousing every animal, every insect, every plant, every aquifer, everything, 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 everything is doused, saturated with white light and love. And all of us combining on this is amplifying the power of this. Never, ever, ever let our tiny number diminish in your mind, because we are exponentially increasing the energy and the power here. Even if it's just two of us, we amplify the power. So I'm going to send you off with this energy. For more of my work, go to 3keys2selflove.com. The number 3, keys like you put in your car, to selflove.com. Women's Self-Love Journey Gang, our video call is tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern. The private Zoom link is in the private Facebook group and in your inbox. And I love you so much. Thank you for being the best part of my day. I love you. I see you. I know who you are. I see your greatness. And that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, stepping into our greatness. Okay, and I will see you here Friday, if not before, for Body Talk Friday. Mwah. Adios, gang.